Bienvenidos al Pontevedra International Open. Estamos aquí con un invitado ilustre, que es un orgullo para nosotros tener aquí a Apostolos Tsitsipas, no hace falta mucha presentación. Está acompañando a su hijo Pavlos, el hijo más joven, y vamos a conocerlo un poco más y escucharlo qué opina de nuestro torneo y aprender un poco de un entrenador tan grande en el circuito profesional. Apostolos, thank you for coming here. It's an honor for us to receive you here and your son.
Thank you for the opportunity to come here. You provide us a wild card. And I want to congratulate you, you and your team and the city of Pontevedra for the effort you do to organize this event, because you had a lot of difficulties, and I guess you did a great job so far.
Thank you. It's not easy because of the rain.
Yeah.
A big storm, but we will do it.
Yes.
We will do it.
That's what it is.
And thank you. So my first question, as a coach, I love to learn, as I said before, and come to the beginnings. How were your beginnings in tennis? That passion come from? Explain us when did it started?
Yeah, it started a long time ago. I mean, it's a big story, but I'll make it very short for you, not to become tired here. It's a passion, as you said, and it started from my studies, from my education in sports and in education.
You're a
Yes,
teacher
I'm a sports
as well.
teacher. And I had a passion for tennis, and I still have passion for tennis, and every day I wake up, I would like to give this passion in my job. And I think all this route, it's something to do with the passion, something to do with the development of our development, the personal development, and it's happened that it is part of my family, and together we went along this way, and we're still going.
Greece is a country with a lot of culture of sport and tennis too. For me, it's very important. I think the country is very important to a singular sport or a multi-sports. To be a professional coach, let's go to the pro coach. In what point of your career or your education, academic, or to be the step to become a professional coach? When you decide that?
Yeah, it's happened. In my case, it's happened that since the beginning of my career, of my tennis life. After I graduated from my university, I started already coaching my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't say I was her main coach, but I was definitely her traveling coach, and like this, I started my first, education around tennis, and of course later I built my own, route, and having my own school, my own small academies with the players. But again, everyone can become a professional coach, and it depends. There are a lot of expressions in the coaching. Mm-hmm. You can be professional in the high level professional. You can be professional with the juniors. You can be professional even with the amateurs, and still is a part of your route. And as we said before, it's a passion. It's okay. And you have always to develop yourself. You have to be eager to develop yourself.
And then comes Stefanos. And then comes
Yes.
Stefanos.
And then comes Stefanos, of course, because it was part of my family, of our family, and he will to play professional tennis. And then it was Petros, and then now it's Pavlos.
How did you experience as a coach?
Yeah.
Help you, or I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
a big challenge for you.
Yeah, it was a big challenge for sure. But everything in this life is challenges. So, and yes, I think when emotionally you also devote your life emotionally in what you do, and in my case with Stefanos and my kids, there's this emotional part, that the love, that it drives you to create things. It makes things easier, although people believe that it's more difficult when you interfere with your own kids. I think you need to have the love there. You need to be open-minded, because it's very important for the coaches to understand that they have to be open-minded. Either you work with the kids or you work with other kids, not yours. Because the kids, they have this tool we call fantasy. And with their fantasy and their creativity, they can make the evolution for themselves, and they can make the evolution for tennis, and also they can help you yourself. It can help you to evolve as a tennis coach.
What was when Stefanos achieved the great results, winning? I remember when they won Roger in the semi-finals.
Yes.
Of Australia.
No, it was not the semis. I think it was
then
quarterfinals.
One of the best in quarterfinals, of course.
And then
2 Grand Slam finals.
Yeah.
Do you?
He had a lot of great results. He was I think for 5 or 6 years consecutive in the top 5, top 6 in the world. Had finals of Grand Slams, winning Masters.
The ATP finals.
ATP finals. So far, he has a great career. I think his potential is not finished. He still have a lot of potential. He had a lot of things to achieve, but as he has to enjoy what he did so far, and he still has to enjoy what job he has to present himself in the future. And I'm sure that if he does this with joy and he does it with open mind, he can still progress more. And yeah, he did a lot of job. We did a lot of job in this journey. We enjoyed the journey, and that's maybe one of the most important factors to enjoy this journey.
Enjoy the process.
Yes.
Interest in the process.
To every goal you set, you have to enjoy this journey to this goal.
Okay, I'm agree with you. Now with Pavlos, the influence of Stefanos in Pedro's and in Pavlos too. It's pressure or energy. How you as a father or as a coach try to fix that.
Yes, definitely. Pavlos is a young player. He needs a lot of guidance. Has a lot of questions to be answered, and I think that his brothers are players, professional players. It's a very good example for him to set himself goals. It's a very good example to set himself mindset, how to work. And we are around him, we support him. Now at the moment I am with him, and I'm also sure that his brothers, they're talking to him and they're trying to motivate him in what he chooses to do.
Of course. Now as a coach, a small coach to a big coach.
Well, coaches.
For you, the ITF tour and the Pro Tour, the main difference is that you can, not the real one, no, not the real, not everybody see the big stadiums, not like that, but with the routines, the way of work, the coaches, the players, no, just to know, curiosity myself, the big difference, or you can compare the both, I don't know.
Yeah, I could say there are not differences concerning the sport itself. It's the same sport.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which level you play. Just the big stages, the Pro Tour, there are a lot of, there are much more people involved. There are more money involved. As you said, it's professional tour, and of course, I believe there's more pressure on the professional tour because the players, they have to perform. They have a lot of, on the backstage, they have a lot of contracts, they have a lot of expectations, and I think that the pressure is very, very high, and that's why also this pressure has to be managed professionally.
Okay.
In many aspects, because you know, also the professional players are humans,
Yes,
and
we
they need support all the time.
And it's alone, an alone
Yes.
sport. Very.
Yes,
You're
and-
alone almost the major part of the time.
Yes, and that I would like to say that for the first levels of Pro Tour, like it's the ITFs and the Futures, I think the ITF does a great job organizing all these Futures, giving a lot of opportunities to the young players.
To transition.
Yes, the transition, and the juniors as well. I find it very, very helpful as a tool for the young players to understand that it's a beautiful journey. They slowly they start transmitting to the professional level, and I think ITF they're very much concerned about it, and I think they do the right steps because I'm following the ITF how they're developing, and I see they're doing the right steps to the right direction to help all these young guys to live their dream at some point.
Yeah.
Because become a top professional player is a dream, is a life dream. And also coaches, they devote their lives and their effort helping the young players. And I think they're in the right direction. If they could make more cooperation with the ATP Tour, the ITF and the ATP Tour, they should make more like clinics together, more symposiums together, so they can give valuable knowledge to everyone, to support everyone, to
form players, form
Yes,
coaches.
yes.
Yeah, I'm agree with you.
It's very important.
In that point, yes, for me too. You ever considered to coach a player who is not a member of your family?
That's a tricky question. At the moment, it's not in my mind, of course, but you never know in life. You know, it's not that I'll be happy to help everyone that who ask my support. Yes, probably I have some plans in the recent futures. I will organize something, some kind of place that players that can be supported for my or kind of system that I can help players, I can help coaches, that they can get something from me, something that I experience and I learn all my life in my route. Yeah, you never know what's happening in the future, but right now, Pavlos is very young. At the moment he needs a lot of support.
You have great skills. You have
Yeah.
great skills.
Thank you. He needs a lot of support, so I'm around him trying to guide him. And I'm also around Petros and around Stefanos as well, because I'm still talking to Stefanos, I'm still around Stefanos, and I don't know, maybe tomorrow we'll be all together, me, Stefanos, Petros, Pavlos, and
You are a family. You are a family.
Yeah, and enjoying in the tour, being all together. You never know, maybe Pavlos, soon he want to develop and he can be in the same tour like his brothers.
Of course you will. So, a personal question. One advice for who wants to be a pro coach? One advice or two advices.
Okay, first of all, he has to understand that he has to travel a lot. That's one thing. He has
The
to
part of the family.
Yeah, to solve it, because he needs to travel a lot and he needs to devote a big part of his time to this traveling. Second, just, do it with a love. Do it with a love, do it with commitment. It's very, very important to commit. And never see the failure as a failure or a bad, let's say, a bad result as a failure. See it as a lesson. See it as a lesson and learn. And I'm sure that most of the coaches, they are very clever. They have a lot of creativity. They have a lot of ideas. Just don't be afraid to express yourself, to go for it. Yes.
Okay. Quick questions. Best tournament for you?
I don't really. I have a lot of good tournaments in my mind. I don't know why, but I like Nito finals a lot.
Nito finals. Oh.
I like this concept, but.
Okay, and it was good for Stefanos.
Yes, I like Nito finals because you see the best players and you see like at the end of the year, and it's like maybe because the year is finishing and you feel like
into groups they play against each other. Okay.
Yeah, you say okay, now it's the end of the year.
Okay.
No, but there are a lot of great tournaments. We are happy to have this sport like to play in different surfaces.
Mm-hmm.
You can experience different types of games, and that makes it really a very unique sport. It's really very. I'm sure that every person here can find a lot of different joy, from the tour, from the ATP tour.
Two more questions.
From the Grand Slam, of course.
For you, best forehand on the tour? Stefanos.
Best forehand. Okay, you answer yourself.
Best backhand?
Best backhand. There are a lot of good backhands on the tour.
One-handed and two.
Okay, one-handed maybe I will choose. Depends also again of the surface.
No, but just.
Yeah, I will maybe put Stan, best backhand, single-handed, and double-handed maybe Novak, and more effective.
Serve?
Best serve. Maybe used to be Milos, but Milos.
Milos, okay. Best volley?
Roger.
Best approach?
Maybe Stefanos.
Best approach. Best slice?
Roger.
And best smash?
Best smash, Stefanos.
And drop shot?
A drop shot, maybe lately Carlos.
Yeah. Ok, pues gracias Apóstolos.
Thank you very much.
Un placer tenerte aquí y te esperamos más veces. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Apóstolos.
Thank you. Hopefully it was good.
Gracias chicos.
Thank you guys.